All right, well, hello and welcome to another weekly edition of Happy Hour with the Lincoln, where week by week I will do my very best to answer all of your stock market related questions and share my 2 decades of trading knowledge with you in the attempts to help you become a more professional and a more successful trader. As always, if you guys have questions at any time, you need to reach out to me. Send me an email, support@thelincolnlist.com. Now you can notice I'm not at my normal location, sitting in my office in warm, sunny San Diego. Nope. I am back here, guys, in good old West Virginia, my birthplace, visiting my parents for the holidays. Now, I haven't been back here on a Christmas in about 15 years because I'm kind of a sissy and I don't like coming back here because it's cold. I'm Californianized, if that's a word. So anyway, the story is a couple of months ago, unfortunately, my mother was diagnosed. Some of you already know this story, diagnosed with colon cancer. She's gone through a couple of surgeries. She's starting to feel better, but not great. And her favorite holiday in this whole wide world is Christmas. And I haven't been back for 15 years at least, I think, in this area for Christmas. I've come back a few times, but not here for Christmas. And I decided, hey, let me be the good son, surprise her, so here I am. Fortunately, this time around, the weather is not so bad. It's actually been like the mid-30s to 40s. A few times I've been here before, it's been down in the 20s and teens, and Lincoln ain't cool with that. So this is kind of like, it's getting dark. I hope it doesn't get dark on us, but this is the neighborhood. This is where they live, on this road. Yeah, it's like some Blair Witch stuff, isn't it? So hopefully while I'm doing this, I won't get run over by a 4x4 or something that's coming by. But we'll keep going. Come hell or high water, we shall do a happy hour. So here's what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about this week. We were talking over this last couple of weeks. I actually been more ranting than talking about the power of short selling and how this market you're experiencing is something you may not see for another decade or something like that, and how important it is to take advantage of it. Now, of course, I've been just yodeling about the short side because the market has been going down quite a bit. And I know some of you still, after all of my religious preaching about it, you know, you want to do ETFs, you're still not interested in short selling and all this stuff. And I think one of the things I failed to make clear is it's not just always about short selling, but there's also epic market bounces. And there's these epic long opportunities in the market as well during bear markets. So for example, as I'm doing this, we've had this week alone, we had a 1,200 point rally on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday it was. Thursday, which is today, I believe. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the day. We were down 600 and some points. Looked like it was going to give all that rally. And then late in the day, I mean, the market just jams up 700, 800 points or something like that. So the thing is, you saw the single biggest, it's not the biggest percent-wise day in the Dow and the markets. The biggest number-wise, of course, you know, the market's trading a lot higher dollar-wise than it was in '08. But the point I'm trying to make is you do not see 1,200 point up days in bull markets. You know, you had a bull market for the last decade. You didn't see that kind of up day. You're not going to see these instantaneous 600, 700 point reversals. And what's important for you guys to understand is there's these periods of time that a trader goes through where the stars align in everything. So when you talk about how do you really make money trading? You know, what does it come down to? What are some of the key things a trader has to have to be successful? And during the point of the year, it always doesn't have to be a market like it is now. But for every trader, there's going to be a specific time where, like I said, the stars align for you. And it's where your strategy starts to work well. The market's in unison with it. You have everything lining up for you. And that's when you really need to pile on the aggression. Because for most traders, I'm speaking for most, I'm sure not everybody, but when you look back at your book, and I'm saying book, I'm talking about all your trades for the course of the year, you can narrow down your biggest profits to probably 2 to 3 trades that really went well, that really lined up well. So what I'm saying in this, I kind of did a whiteboard a while back. It was called If You Don't Rank, You Won't Bank. Now, the purpose of that thing was that every opportunity that you see is not created equal. So if you were to see, for example, 10 bullish flag patterns, and you were to trade all 10 of those, each one of those would work differently. And based on different time frames for your charts, based on the way the market is with its volatility and the way the market's trading itself, can have an impact on the way that breakout or that breakdown or whatever trade you're making, the way it works. So even if you're not somebody who digs shorting and you're constantly rooting for bull markets, that's cool. That's cool. But you will see in this market, I've talked about it for the last couple of weeks as well, you will see bounces. The market's not going to go straight down. It may feel like it at times, just as it's not going to go straight up. It's not going to go straight down. There will be these bounces. And one way to look at it, I'm sure you might have seen a lot of tweets because people have been talking about this. I've been talking about this, that during the 2008, when the financial crisis was really hitting the stock market, there were 4 times, I believe it is, don't quote me down to the penny, but there were several times that the market rallied about 7 to 10%. So some of the biggest rallies ever prior to the ones we just experienced came in 2008. That was a bearish year, as you know. That was the credit crisis. And even during that time, that did not, those rallies, those 4 or 5 rallies that happened, did not signify a market bottom. So we still saw further selling. So there's a good chance that what you're seeing now will not be the very bottom. You might see this market rotate lower than this. So that's a possibility. So what I'm kind of reaching out to everyone here with this one today is, I know I've been heavily biased to the short side, but we did a lot of great longs this week in the trade room as well, because there were some great opportunities. And when you're trying to do this for a living, your job is to assess every opportunity that's in front of you and judge the level of that, because that dictates what level of size you use. And this was what the point about, if you don't rank, you won't bank. See, so a lot of traders will use the same position size for every single trade setup. And that's not how this works. When these stars align and when these moments happen, like what we're experiencing right now, and the reason I get so passionate about it is because this is the type of environment where I made a lot of money in 08, and I will make a lot of money here right now. It's this type of volatility that I thrive on. Now, it's not going to be something for everybody, but it is going to open up the door to some great opportunities. Now, another way, if you're not somebody who's really into trading and you can't really stomach the volatility, you have to look at this moment right now for the long term about buying some of these stocks. I mean, take a look at Apple, for example. You're talking a stock that was $230 in October, trading down around $150. And the list goes on. You got Netflix, you've got Nvidia, you've got Google, Amazon, or other types of companies. I mean, leaders in the tech space, leaders in Wall Street for several years. If your view is long-term, I don't suggest this if you're a trader. The words I'm saying is not suggesting that we have reached a bottom by any means. But if you're looking out for the long term, you know, the market will eventually go higher at some point, whether it's 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But if you have that kind of long-term horizon and you have money to put to work, this is the time. Because you go back and you look at 08, you know, hindsight being 2020, you'd have been back there, you'd have bought it somewhere during the financial crisis while everyone else was choking to death and getting scared and looking at 401k balances and panicking, putting more money to work. Look how big, I don't even know what the percentage is. That is several hundreds of percent, but look how much the market has gone up since 08. Look at that massive rally. So one of the things that you have to understand, just like in 08, the biggest financial crisis led to the biggest recovery. The biggest sell-offs lead to the biggest bounces. The biggest bounces lead to the biggest resell-offs, and so on. I'm going to turn around because there's a dog there. I don't want him barking in my video. So this is the time, guys, where that volatility is huge. You're going to get these moves both to the upside. Don't make a mistake to think just because the market goes down, there's not a lot of great longs. There's not a lot of great longing opportunities, because there is. And you're going to get these 1,200-point up days. You're going to get these 500-point up days. You're going to get these 700-point down days. This is going to be the time when the volatility lines up to where you can really make a lot of money. And I know this, and I have to work hard during these times, because I know probably in a few months, it's going to slow down. It's not going, like I said the last few happy hours, it's not going to stay like this. It's not going to stay like this. So in closing here, I think I've ranted enough. It's getting dark, getting cold. Should have wore some gloves. I'm sorry I'm being a sissy. This is probably warm to you guys on the East Coast. You're like, hey, it's Christmas, and it's not even snowing. Look, somebody littered a Bud Light. Terrible. So here's what I'm saying. Volatility leads to great opportunity, whether it's up or it's down. And the biggest crashes create the biggest rallies. The biggest rallies create the biggest crashes. That's just always how the market works. So where you are at right now, you have an opportunity that's going to last for a few months. After that, the market's going to calm down. It's going to settle down. Gonna get back into a rhythm. Maybe it goes up, maybe it goes down, who knows? But the intraday volatility, the back and forth action, that ability to make 10, 15 points in just a few minutes, sometimes a few seconds on some of these stocks like an Amazon or a Tesla, that's gonna come to an end. So you gotta take advantage of it right now. For those that don't wanna do that, you just wanna sit here and you're just wondering, don't worry about it. If your view is for the long term, this is a great time to buy stocks. Stocks are way off there. Maybe the market goes down another 10% over the year, but just factor that in. Put a little bit of money to work. It goes down a little bit further. Put a little bit of money to work. If your time horizon's a decade or more, you're just a young person putting money aside, this is a great time. This is a great time to invest for the long term because in time the market will come up as well. So I hope you do enjoy this happy hour. I am getting cold, and I hope you enjoy West Virginia because this is it. This is it, man. Wild, wonderful West Virginia, they call it. We'll give them wild. We'll put an asterisk next to wonderful. Okay. So anyway, thanks for watching this happy hour. I appreciate it. Take care. Trade well. And you probably won't hear another happy hour till after the New Year's. Have a safe and happy New Year's. Take care. Trade well. Talk to you next week.